figure out all the problems of the world. Let's start in a Shavasana today. How about? So let's roll all the way back. We'll settle in. Get comfy here. Maybe you want your legs long, but maybe you don't. Maybe you prefer here at the beginning to have the feet planted nice and wide, letting the knees fall together. Whatever's going to feel best, especially on the back. Make sure those shoulders are nice and low. You have some space between your ears and your shoulders. We'll relax and settle here. Really grounding down, feeling rooted and connected, and turning that focus to our breath. Let's take two more nice, slow, deep breaths here. And then on our next inhale, we're going to pull that right knee into the chest. Give it a good squeeze to the outer part of that rib cage. Maybe you want to circle out your ankle here. First, one direction, and then we'll switch. And then we'll draw some whole circles with the leg. Nice big circles. And the other way. And then we're going to reach our left arm up overhead. We're going to release the right knee and we're going to take some spinal balance. So we're going to pull that left elbow in toward the knee as we have it in. And then we're going to stretch both the leg and the arm long, maybe hover both just off the mat and then draw back in, really pull the belly button toward the floor. Inhale, reach, exhale, draw together. Let's do one more. And then we'll reach and release. We'll pull our left knee into chest. Give it a good squeeze here first. We'll start with those ankle circles. Switching direction. Then we'll circle that whole leg. And the other way. And we'll come back into center. We're going to extend our right arm overhead. Release the left hand. We'll draw our right elbow in toward that left knee, and then we'll flow. Inhale, reach both the leg and the arm long. Exhale, pull together. we'll take one more. And as we release, we're gonna pull both knees into chest, and we're gonna rock a little side to side, first right to left. And then we're gonna switch. We'll rock forward and back, and we'll get a little bit of momentum coming up into seated, growing up nice and tall. We'll start in the shoulders here, squeezing up, rolling back and down. One more, and then we're gonna switch. We're gonna squeeze shoulders up and roll forward. And we'll release. Then we're gonna sweep those arms up overhead, stretch up tall. On our exhale, we're gonna release the hands, interlace them behind the back. Pull the hands away from the lower back as you open up the chest. Maybe we even gaze up a little bit. We're gonna come into some circles here too. So we'll hinge and circle around. We'll switch directions. Back into center. We'll gently release. Then with that inhale, we'll stretch up tall again. This time on our exhale, we'll come into a twist, reaching right hand behind, left hand to the right knee. Inhale, reaching tall. And we'll exhale left. Inhale to stretch up overhead. And we'll release and make our way to tabletop. Hands to walk underneath those wrists. Our knees will come underneath the hips. And let's take a few cat and cow here first. Inhaling to lift the gaze, drop the belly button. Exhale, we'll round the spine, tuck the chin toward the chest. And we'll flow between. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last one. And returning to neutral. We'll walk our hands off toward the left side of the mat to about 90 degrees. We'll gaze back at the feet. And then we'll move through center. We'll walk our hands to the right side of the mat, gazing back on this side. And back to center. We'll extend our left leg nice and long. Pull that core in. We're going to reach out with the right arm. We're just going to hold here. We're going to release the hand back to the mat. We're going to point those left toes. And we're going to draw some circles. We'll pause and we'll switch directions with those circles. And we'll release. We'll take the other side. So we'll extend our right leg, really pull that core in, reach out with the left arm. We'll hold. We're gonna release that left hand back to the mat, point the right toes, and we'll draw some circles with that right leg. Pause, and we'll switch directions. And we'll release. Then we're gonna walk our knees as wide as our mat. We'll sink the hips back toward the heels and stretch out those hips from all those circles, lowering the forehead down toward the mat. It doesn't have to get there. And let's just take 2 more breaths across that lower back. Let's take 1 more breath across that lower back, grounding down. And then we'll make our way back to our tabletop. We're gonna extend that left leg again and the right arm. This time we can take the flow. If we want to, we could also stay and hold. But if you want to flow, we'll use our exhale, draw elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach nice and long. Your pace of breath, no rush. One more. Then we'll release and take the other side. So right leg, left arm. And then if you want, add that flow. Last one. And release. And we'll take our hips side to side, all the way to the left, all the way to the right. The next time the hips are to the right, we're gonna let them stay. We'll look around that right shoulder, trying to see the hip. Then we're gonna move through center. We'll take our hips all the way to the left. We'll look around that left shoulder. And we'll make our way back into center, lower a hip, and we'll come back into seated. Thank you very much for sharing practice with me today. The light in me greets, honors, and bows to the light in you. Namaste.
Hey, thanks so much for sharing practice with me. And I have a free gift for you. It's the first link down in the description and is a free 14-day flexibility challenge. So join me and I'll see you in that challenge. And before you go, don't forget to hit that share button, send this video, this flow to all of your friends or to that friend that you know really needs this yoga practice. You can also comment down below with what you liked or what you would like to see next. And then be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. I'll see you next time.